Saturday fall day. It is where I am anyway. It is gorgeous here. Just a perfect fall day. And if you hear noises in the background, don't be alarmed. I've got my windows open because it's so pretty and there are kids playing on the playground, all that good stuff. So, thank you for being here. My name is Darlene. I'm going to just do some readings for you guys. I like doing these for everybody if I can get my camera to stay put because, you know, it's what I can do. It's how I give back. So, I thought I like to start, and I'm looking at my cards here, seeing what deck calls me. Maybe see what the energies for this next upcoming week are going to be like. So let's see. What deck? Okay, we'll start with this one. There we go. All right. So we'll ask what kind of energies are coming toward us this week. Now I'm asking, do I want to ask for, yeah, let's ask for romance because most people want to know that. What kind of energies for my viewers is coming toward us in love this week? Ooh, this could get juicy. I hope it's good stuff. I hope. Let's see. We just had a new moon, so a lot of new beginnings. We like that. I'm laughing because as soon as I said that, 4 cards come out, all in reverse. They're great cards, but they're all in reverse. Oh, jeez. Really? All right. I'm going to sum this up. Maybe it just means delays, you know? Maybe it's just delays. Hang on one second. I think if I put that down, you might can see the cards. Maybe. maybe. Oh, goodness. So some of us, we might have to be dealing with a little stability issues and could even, you know, make us confused and not have clarity about what's going on. You know, this could be money, but I did ask for love. You might feel like there's something that's a missed opportunity that you thought was coming in, and this just could mean delay. Let's don't go panicking. Someone who might be holding back on being emotional with us, or this could be somebody who's emotionally unavailable. I won't lie, that could be it. So, let me see what else we want to bring out of this. And y'all bear with me 1 minute. I have to wait till it starts, I found out, and then I go over here and click on the other device so I can see your comments. So let me do that real quick. Hopefully that will come up. There, that should be it. Yes, there I am. Okay, great. Bing bong, hey, how are you? Welcome, y'all. And okay, content? I don't have my glasses on, that's why I'm squinting. It's not that you didn't type it properly. They were just giving me a bit of a headache, and I was trying not to wear them, but let's see. What else is coming toward my collective here? Hang on, one flipped. In the upcoming week, well, where did it go? I know it 2 flipped. Okay. All right. All right. Well, for somebody out there, you're going to have a new beginning with somebody from your past. Yeah, I said it. Like it or love it or hate it, somebody from your past. Either you can't forget them. Somebody's car alarm is going off. I don't ever have this window open, y'all, and today I have the window open. So if you hear all these noises, it's because of that. Yep. Somebody's coming toward you from your past. Now, when does Mercury go retrograde? Doesn't it sometime this month? I can't remember, but you know, that can always bring back people from the past. But I think you're happy about this. So for those of you who want somebody from your past, you might hear from them. Yeah, you might hear from them this week. Okay. Could have been somebody that, you know, you broke up with in the past. That can happen. All right. Saying you might. Yep, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Well, all right. So if anybody who's here, and I was waiting for some of you guys to get here, anybody want a free reading? Type it in the chat that you would like a reading. I wanted to see where is the, actually, you know what I'm going to do just for fun? Where's my other little deck? I've rearranged my cards and I can't hardly find anything half the time. Where? Oh, there they are. I want to know, what is this Fool card, the new beginning, about? Okay, content. Will do in just a minute. Let me finish this little bit of a check-in and I will read for you. So what's this Fool card for my collective? What is this Fool card for my collective in love for the upcoming week? I hope my daylight doesn't give out here. I'm trying to get this in before it does. All right, what is this Fool card, please? Hey, Tanya. Yes, ma'am, you sure can. Don't type your question in yet, though. Just hold off till I ask you for it. What is this Fool card? All right, all right. Yep, we already saw the Page of Pentacles from this deck. So it's asking us to be patient, but it could say whoever this is that's coming in that wants to, you know, start something new. You might have to be patient with them, yes, but this is divine. This is divine balancing energies here, trying to achieve harmony. All right, we like that. Yeah, you can see that. I think you can see that. This is an angel pouring from one cup to the other. It's like pouring opposites, trying to balance these two cups. All right, we like that. So you or this person could have had a time out, went in to reflect on the situation, being strong about it, of course. Maybe you're looking for commitment, and could be maybe this person wasn't interested and that hurt you, but it looks like a good, you know, for somebody out there, a good outcome, happy home. And this is also good finances. Stability and all that. All right, well, cool. Well, that's great. I like that for whoever's message this is for my collective. That's good stuff. We like it. We like it. All right. I love hearing the kids play out here. So if y'all hear any squealing, it's nobody getting murdered. It's the kids playing on the playground. Okie dokie, let me put these cards back and we'll get to rolling here. Well, how is everybody doing? How is your weekend and where are you guys from? Because I always love knowing that. It just tickles me to know that people, you know, this is the world we live in, the people from all over the world. I do love that. I can't help myself. I love the kids out there. All right. Let me put this, oops, about to disconnect my mic there. I don't want to do that. Now, let me see, who content was your, is that, I'm going to have to put my glasses on in a second. One second. Hey, baby angel, welcome. Oh, thank you. I love these two and I hardly ever wear them. I got these, actually, they were handmade from someone I met in Costa Rica when I was down there, I don't know, a few years back. Thank you. I love them too. And they're kind of a, it's a special technique. I can't think what it's called now, but I may have to close the window. There's a lot of noise going on back there. I hope that's not disturbing y'all too bad. But thank you. I appreciate it. I like them too. Okay, let me see. Who's first here? Content. General for this upcoming week. Okie dokie. Thank you. They are special. Yeah, really good memories for 9/10 of that trip. And the other one was nothing to do with me. Just anyway, there was a theft involved that trip. So sadly, anyway, what deck for? I need to focus, y'all. I've been scattered today. Let me focus. Content. Where? What deck? What deck for you? Well, that's most unusual. I never use that for a reading, but I'm going to start with this. We won't end with this. Okay. I do what they tell me to do. All right, tell me what a general message for content. What's happening with content? What advice do you want me to give them? These are a little hard to shuffle, so bear with me. These are the, what is it called? Oh shoot, I don't even know where the box is now. I think it's called the 4 Agreements, if y'all remember those. That one. So I'm going to have to read this to you, and it says, do your best because you want to. All right, and here's the message, and I'll pull some more cards, but let's start with this. You do your best when you're enjoying the action or doing it in a way that will not have negative repercussions for you. You do your best because you want to do it, not because you have to do it. Not because you are trying to please the judge, and not because you are trying to please other people. So that should relate to something in your life. You know, I was going to let you make a screenshot of that if you want to. Can you get that? Do your best. Okay. So there it is. Do your best. So maybe you need to look at your expectations this week, content, and around something. I don't know what, but something. Okay, what else? What other deck, please? What other deck? Okay, regular Rider-Waite. All right, tell me, what else for content, please? What other messages? General messages. Ooh, that came out. Let's see, if I put them here, you can kind of see them. Let me move them up a little bit because I do have to be able to put more on the table. Or maybe, hang on one second. I cut my head off, kind of, sort of. There we go. So we've got the 9 of Wands in the reverse. Yep, so it looks like, well, let me get more cards before I speak. I don't want to jump to conclusions. You can tell they're handmade. Well, yeah, thank you. It was just a lady that I met in a group of people down there. She was also an American. And we got into a conversation and said she made jewelry, and I love to support other artists because I am one. And I said, well, what do you have? And so I went by her studio and came home with these. Whoa, half the deck there. Whoa, all right. Let's see. And now I am going to have to move these. My gosh, you got... Okay, so something you've been struggling with, maybe making a decision about something this week. Looks like you're ready to lay that down. Put that down. And yet, all right, we've got conflicting messages. Hang on a minute. Let me get the full picture here for you. Sorry, no, you can't see all those cards. But let's see what you can see. That's most of them. Yeah, you're tired of struggling. I won't say fighting. Tired of struggling with something. You're ready to put it down. Looks to me, this indicates oftentimes, okay, I've made a choice, or could be the opposite of that. I've been struggling making a choice, which wouldn't surprise me because you've got this 10 of Wands in the upright. That's the end of, the 10 in any suit means it resets to an ace. The next thing that happens is it resets to an ace. But you have to put these down, right? So this is the end of the struggle where this person is saying, this is the heaviest it's ever been. I can't carry this anymore. I want to collaborate on something. So this is something, I don't know if this is, of course, you just asked for general reading, so this could be work, it could be friendship, it could be family, it could be love. I don't know. Don't have a lot of, well, I do have some cups down here at the end. Okay, but anyway. So whatever this thing is, it's been a struggle. You're tired of struggling with it. You want to make a decision. You're ready to put it down and collaborate. And also, I like to know, content, if you're here, presumably you are, give me some feedback if this is making sense. And if you can relate it to something in your life, because that helps me know I'm on track for you. And then sometimes I can get a little deeper in the message too, if I knew which direction this was going, if it was referring to work or love or whatever. So the Page of Cups can be an apology. It can be somebody telling you how they feel. It can be somebody, it often means somebody young, or can be a child, or, you know, can be any of those things. But it's something where there's been no movement. There's been like a kibosh, maybe even no communication. I'm getting another message with this Chariot, just a second. Something that has caused you to, you are here. Thank you for verifying that, because I don't like to do reading for people that just say I want a reading and then click off and come back later. You know, in the upright, the Chariot can be determination. Now, this is in the reverse. I think this is connected to you over this Nine of Wands over here saying, you know, I just don't think I want to fight for this anymore. I just don't think so it's like you're saying, Uncle, I give up. I don't want to fight it. But it feels to me not that you're fighting for something so much as maybe you feel, whether real or perceived, you feel like you're fighting against something is sort of the energy I'm getting off of this. Boy, I could read this real easily as a love relationship, but I'm not going there unless you make sense to you. Let me know. But it's something either ended and you didn't want it to end, or you could be having difficulty getting over an ending. That's why I said, so if this was, I mean, this could be a million different things. It could be you lost your job and you just, or you were trying to get it promoted at work and you said, I'm tired of fighting over this. You know, I just can't, I can't stay here and keep treading water. I need to go out and do something different. I'm giving up on trying to make things happen here. I mean, it could be that. It could be, like I said, a love relationship or a friendship or I don't know what. But this can either be something you didn't want to be over, or you're having trouble letting go of an ending of something or letting go of something. You're telling me here that I don't want to stand and fight for this anymore. Yeah, that's what this is feeling like. It's just something you don't want to fight for anymore. I think you felt overwhelmed. You have felt, maybe you felt like you've been juggling. And again, if you've been juggling something that you loved or something you hoped loved you, because again, if this was a love reading, I would tell you you're letting go of somebody else or somebody's letting go of you. But that's what, I don't have the Eight of Cups that somebody's walking away, but it just, you know, I try to feel energy more than just read the cards. It feels to me like, oh, awesome. Thank you for that feedback. In case y'all aren't following content says that, following the chat, content is the person I'm reading, says it makes total sense. Actually, I know what you were talking about. Thank you so much for that feedback. Because this is typical, you know, the Lovers card is soulmate, you know, it's literally lovers, blah, blah, blah. But it can, in a general reading, can just mean something you love, something you wanted to put your heart and soul into, or maybe you still do, and you're having a hard time walking away from it. But that's right between, these two cards are right in the middle of that saying, but I can't fight for this anymore. I'm overwhelmed, I'm juggling, I'm struggling, I'm throwing balls in the air to try to make this happen, to try to hang on to this thing that I love. All right, I'm going to ask for some advice here for you. Do I want to use this deck? Nope. Okay. So let's ask for advice for content, please. We kind of know what's going on. Now what? Please tell me. Please and thank you. Give me some advice, please, for my viewer. Oh, Lord. Okay. You know this card here, the Knight of Wands in the reverse? Guess what just came out? The Knight of Wands in the upright. All right, this is like, we just took a left turn. So this means something that you want to persevere. This is the Wounded Warrior. He's saying, each of these wands is a battle that this person has fought. And I'm hanging on here. I'm trying my best to hang on here. I got one more wand. I got one more struggle, one more battle rather, left in me to fight the good fight. But I'm feeling really weak about this. I just don't know. I've kind of lost my strength. I'm not. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah. Okay. Well, let me get some. Sorry if that noise out there. Somebody on a scooter. All right. What else? What is the advice? Come on, Spirit. Let's make this clear, please, for content. Please give me more advice. Please and thank you. I know you can't hear. If I move these, maybe you can see them. Well, they're little, I know, but maybe you can see them. Well, let's see. So I'm tuning into the energy. Okay, this is a turnaround. You can't make this up. Two different decks, okay? The large Rider-Waite Tarot, the small Rider-Waite Tarot. The large Rider-Waite Tarot, the small Rider-Waite Tarot. Same exact card in the same exact position when I ask for advice. These Two of Wands in the reverse. So there's a number of things here. And back to this could be either or. Either you're saying I've made a choice or I'm having trouble making a choice. We talked about that. That's in the upright. Let me put that back there. And I think the decision that you're having trouble making is whether to end something or not. Here again, we're back to this card. It's like the tarot's repeating messages here. You're debating, or you have been debating, about whether or not to repeat a cycle. Okay, whether this is work or love or whatever it is. You've really been, I mean, this typically is an ending. The World is the last card in the tarot. It's saying the cycle has ended. You went from, where is it? Oh, that was in the other reading. Never mind. This is the ending. You've struggled hard and long and hard. You've made a choice, or you're trying to make a choice about an ending. And now it's saying, but there is communication, or it could be saying you need to communicate how you feel about this. But this one is the spanner in the works. The Magician in reverse can say either I'm feeling weak, I can't manifest, I don't feel like I have the tools to do what I need to do, or the resources I need to handle this situation. That's one meaning. But it can also mean somebody who's manipulative. Do you feel like you've been manipulated? Manipulated. Or do you feel someone is manipulating you through this communication? Because at the bottom of the deck, we've got this Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords can talk about bad news, uncomfortable, bad news, disturbing news, something that upsets you. About what? About something that you love. So I feel like the cards are kind of repeating the messages here about something that you loved. It could be something you had made plans about, you know, you dreamt about, said, well, it's going to be like this, and then your ships didn't come in, so to speak. Either maybe you felt it was toxic, or this could be being released from something that's toxic. So whatever, you said this was making sense for you, so whatever this situation is for you, I just don't know if you're the one delivering this news or debating about delivering this news. It kind of feels that way. It feels like, to be honest, that you're the one that's ready to put these wands down. Now, I'm not satisfied with all of that. I see the energy, but I'm not done. Let me pull a few more here, or a couple more. It makes sense. Thank you. Okay, thank you for that. Oops. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, that one wants to come show itself. Okay. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Moving on to calmer waters. This is the advice for you, because this row is what I asked for, advice for you. This says, move on. Don't stay stuck. Move on. This person, as you can see, is in the boat. Now, when they get to their destination, they cannot bring these swords with them. You've got to let this go. This card, as opposed to the Eight of Cups, is a forced departure. Someone is being forced to leave, to let go of something, to move on, to leave these choppy waters behind so that they can go to these calm waters. And you may be deciding, or this is the advice it could be saying, because you've got to think of the long term here. This is the farmer who's gone out and planted the seeds in the field, and now he's looking, he's assessing his time and energy and investment into the things that he's planted. He's looking at the long term view. What does this mean for me long term, not short term? So I think that's what this is saying. Whatever this decision is that you're making, you're to put these down, to let go of this burden. I think it's telling you, again, this is the only spanner in the works, the only thing that is troublesome to me, but you apparently know what this is anyway. Maybe this could be a person or a situation that you're feeling manipulated by because of a communication. That's another way to read this. And Spirit's saying, move on. Move on. Keep the boat a-rowing down the road, because that's what's best for you for the long term. Remember this guy? Yeah, you're overwhelmed. And the Hermit came back. You're overwhelmed. Yeah, I think it's telling you to pull back. Pull back your energy. Go in. The Hermit goes into seek enlightenment, seek inspiration, insight, even intuition as to what his happiness truly is, his Ten of Cups. Yep. And in doing so, he finds a new beginning, a passionate new beginning, I might add. And that puts an end to all this sleepless nights and worry and agony. Yeah, this is being illuminated for you. Oh, I love that. That will illuminate, shed light on the fact that you need to, remember this card? Put this down, or it will help you put it down. Put an end to this. Yep. All right, content. I hope that, I'm glad you told me that made sense. You know, it's hard when you're just reading, you don't know what you're reading about for the reader. But, you know, if it made sense, that's all I care about. I hope that this was helpful for you. And thank you for the feedback. I really appreciate it. It does help me. If I know what's making sense to you, that's all I care about. All righty. You are very welcome. My pleasure. And thank you for being here. And be sure and hit that like button, please, for all of you who are watching. I feel like my phone is slipping there. If you haven't already done so, I thank you very much. And if you're not subscribed, also do that and hit that notification bell, because then you'll get notified when I go live. And frankly, lately, my life has been crazy and I can't schedule these. I'm just doing when I can, you know. When I have the time and the energy is what I have to do lately, so that way you'll get notified. All right, let me put my text back. Where are you guys from? Oh, you're most welcome, really. I'm grateful for you being here. Thank you, content. Nobody's told me where they're from. I want to know. I want to know. All right, let me put these back because I always shuffle 3 times. What are you guys doing tonight? Saturday nights, because I don't know what time zone you're in, but what is everybody doing tonight besides clearly watching tarot here on YouTube? All right, let me scroll back up here and see who was next. Tanya, are you still here? If you are, Tanya. Oh, Pennsylvania, you did answer. I didn't see that. It got lost up in the feed. Pennsylvania. All right. Yep, that Eastern time zone. So it's 6:30 there where you are. It's glass of wine time for you guys in the East Coast. Well, I guess it is here too. It's after 5 o'clock. General, okay. General for this week. What deck for Tanya, please? Okay. The little light seer, or the, what do they call it? Pocket size? I don't know what they call it. Oh goodness, baby, you're in Europe? Seriously? It's dark. It's already dark from 4 p.m. nowadays. You know, it's kind of like that here in Birmingham. I'm in Birmingham, Alabama, and we're on the very eastern portion of our time zone, so it gets dark early like that here too. It's pitch black by 5 o'clock here in the wintertime, so yeah. I can relate to that. Yeah, depressing, really. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just having so much fun watching these kids run around out there. It's very entertaining. Back to tarot though. All right, let's see. General reading for this week for Tanya. Okay, I'm with you, Tanya. I'm focusing, I promise. General reading for Tanya for this week. What energies are coming toward Tanya or activating in Tanya's life? Thank you. Well, we just spoke about the Six of Swords, moving on to calmer waters, right? Sometimes can be just moving on. Yep. And all those birds mean some kind of communication. All right. What else? What else? Or can mean. What's coming toward Tanya this week? Please and thank you. Show me what's coming toward Tanya this week. We just spoke about that card too, Seven of Pentacles. That's funny. Assessing what you're investing in, looking at, you know, it can also be timing. You said depressing, but watching tarot readings makes me happy. You know, I totally agree with that. Even though I'm a tarot reader, I really enjoy watching them. You know, most of the time. I mean, it's a good pastime. You know, to me, it beats a lot of trash that's on, I started to say TV, but on a lot of things these days. You know, I'm very selective about what I watch and because that's energy that you're taking in. So, yeah, you can control what you watch here on YouTube. And you can even censor that further based on, you know, the title of the video and not just the topic. But, of course, sometimes tarot readers I hate when they use clickbait. But, anyway, that's a whole other subject. I'm laughing, but it's a good laugh. Hold on, Tanya. Okay, this could be, you know, you didn't ask me about, I mean, I'm not going to make it about love. I tend to do that. You can make it that way if you want. So we talked about this, something you're assessing, you know, what you're putting time and energy into. Could be timing, something that might be the right time for something. And this is the King of Wands. In a general reading, it can just be somebody who's an entrepreneur, who's exciting, attractive, sexy, and a go-getter, all those kind of things. He's a king of action. In my readings, I 99% of the time interpret kings and queens as people. So just letting you know. Don't know if this is you or somebody you're looking to hear from, but you've been looking for a car. Oh, that's exciting. Yes. maybe this is somebody's your car salesman. I don't know. Not necessarily, but this could be you. I mean, that's very much a King of Wands activity is, I'm taking charge, I'm going to go buy me a new car this week. That's something he would totally do. This is talking about, we just talked about this card too, balance and harmony. You're thinking about, taking a time out, getting a new perspective about something new and new. This could be an epiphany about finding balance in your life. Like, for example, if this is about your car, it could be saying, I've been thinking long and hard about, do I want a car payment again or not? And by God, I've had an epiphany. I'm going to go out. Having a new car is going to help me find balance and time and energy because I'm not having to push that old one down the hill every time I want to start it. I mean, kind of joking, but kind of not. But let me pull some more for you. All right, tell me more about Tanya's week here. Tell me more about Tanya's week. Yeah, and the Seven of Pentacles could be that too. What you want to invest in. If you want to invest in a car, yeah, it could absolutely be that. And the Six of Swords. I'm moving on from this clanker of a car. I'm going to get me something newer. Sometimes tarot is really that literal. Tell me what else for Tanya. Oh, good. Yeah. No, I like that. This is something it's going to help balance things out for you. You're finding balance. You're finding it's an equal give and take. So, one second. I'm still struggling. Every time I get on here, my voice starts cracking. So, apologies. I'm sorry. I have my devices muted, but when you have your emergency contacts, in this case, my son's, anytime they communicate, it shows up, and so is that an emergency? Do I need to read that? I'm talking about my granddaughter, bless her heart. She's just turned, 18 or 19. Anyway, she's just went off to college. And she had gotten into a wreck when she was, this is like a year ago. Somebody ran into her, totaled her car. Her dad gave her old car, so she gave her another used car. She took the car off to college, and Halloween Day, somebody T-boned her. Thank God she's okay, but that's what this conversation is about with my family right now. Yet another, I'm just happy as pie that she's okay, of course. But anyway, all right, enough about me, Tanya. I'm rambling. Okay, so I don't know what this is. You will know what this is. Like I said, it could be as simple as your car, but this balance could be also from something or someone. Now, this could be you, but it could also be something that has, the Queen of Cups in the reverse can be needy, she can be demanding, she can be emotionally all over the place. And this can be somebody who's deceitful. So I don't know. But you're moving on from it, so I don't know how that might apply. Let me just keep getting cards fly over here. Thank you. I am really glad she's okay, too. Really glad. It turned out the guy was driving illegally or something, too. And she's like, we're in Alabama, and she's all the way up in Illinois. So, everybody's, oh, gosh, what... I love that about my family, though. We all just care that she's okay. And we're trying to rally as a family to, because now the mom and dad need to go up there, and who's going to keep the other kids, and who's, you know, we're just kind of all rallying around what needs to be done. I'm so blessed, y'all. I'm so blessed. You had a falling out with a friend and no longer talk. Well, thank you, because that's exactly what that could have been. Thank you for verifying that. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, well, and this could mean, this could be about what you just talked about, because that's funny, the only other time recently I've gotten that same message from this card, and I just got it again for you, was sucker punched. And it's a very odd message to get from the Strength card in reverse, but it feels like that, sucker punch. This typically would be something that makes you feel weak, and okay, yeah, if you had a falling out from your friend, of course you would feel that way. Something that affected your heart, though, especially because in this deck, the Strength card, she's got a big heart around her, and when it's in the reverse like that, this could have hurt you, yeah. And yep, 10 of Cups in the reverse. This hurt you. It sure did. But Spirit is saying, but you need to just learn. It was just a lesson. Universe was bringing you a lesson, something to learn, something to learn. Every time we have something like that happen to us, it's just Spirit giving us a lesson. It's an opportunity for us to grow, for us to look at what we need to heal inside of us. Hey, Playboy Bunny, welcome. Always good to see you. Oh gosh, look, 10 of Cups fell out in reverse. I mean, that, aww. But I like that behind that deep, you can't make this up, behind that deep heartache is the Justice card. So this is the divine. This is not you or them. This is the divine saying this needed to happen so that the scales could be balanced. And guess who came back? The Queen of Cups in the reverse. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. Okay, now I'm going to read this. Because this energy does feel like what you just told me about. So I'm cheating a little bit in that you told me but this is about your friend, but that's what it feels like. Because you're walking away from something that hurt you, or something that disappointed you, or something you thought was going to make you happy, but it didn't. Because particularly in this deck, these people, this is, you know, the 10 of Cups is everything makes, you know, everything happy, right? But these people are sitting on a rainbow. Well, you can't sit on a rainbow. So in this deck, I always, in particular because it was in reverse for you, it makes me feel like it was an illusion. That's what I'm trying to say here. It was an illusion, and I think whatever happened between you, somebody didn't see it the same way, whatever y'all fell out over. And I think you are feeling like, yes, this hurt. You may be even saying, why did I invest in this friend? Why in the world did I put any effort into this? It hurt me so deeply. But that is not what I'm getting here. I understand how you would feel that way, and I think you do feel that way. I think this is the universe, again, coming back to that Justice card. This is saying, yes, this happened, but sometimes we have to plant seeds with all kinds of people to you know, and watch them grow and see where they go to really find out who they are. And remember when you said about your car, and I said this could be you, very much could be you. And I feel like because the Justice card fell underneath that, that's what this is saying. This is balance. The universe is creating balance for you in this situation because, can't make this up. What is this card about? This is about equal give and take with somebody who wasn't giving into the friendship. Or I just feel a lot of needy energy from this person. It's almost like, oh, I just bit my cheek. It's almost like, Now, I don't know your friend, but what I'm feeling is she might be a person who needs to blame things on other people. So whatever happens, it needs to be somebody else's fault other than hers, because she doesn't want to take responsibility for anything. And just a whole lot of needy, I mean, that's what I'm feeling from that person. And I'm not making her, I'm not meaning to make her out to be a bad person. I'm just telling you that either, wait, let me look. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Spirit is just saying sooner or later you were going to find out that this friend was not somebody that was going to, you were going to have, you know, stability with, or, excuse me. I keep feeling, I can't get away from that word needy. I'm sorry, let me see, what did you say here? Oh, it's spot on, thank you. It was meant to happen, you learned. Yes, 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 there is definitely. This to me like universe serving you up a lesson on a silver platter. And none of us wants to hear that, but yeah, this was not somebody that you, this is not a true friend that you were going to be able to depend on. And you had to make a hard choice here about something that affected your heart, about something that you cared about, someone you had invested in, that you had feelings for, right? But now you've pulled away from, and you're getting, you know, your insight about this. Like we just said, you're learning about it. And again, this is the divine. You know, the major arcana cards like this is the divine. Major arcana are always the divine stepping in to balance things or to do whatever. It's not us in our everyday life like the major arcana. This is the divine. The divine stepped in to help you find balance. Both of these cards are about balance. This is also about patience. And patience about what? Patience about you will get a new perspective about this. Excuse me. This is also, I'm hearing, going to help you get new perspective about conflict and how to handle conflict. And how maybe not to let it get to you and make you so unhappy. I just heard a mic drop on that one. I'm just saying. You take that for as you will, Tanya, but I think that's the bottom line here from Spirit is, if I had to sum it up, it would be, I don't think it's ever a bad thing to invest in other people, as long as they invest equally back into us. And I think that's what Spirit was showing you, was that this person apparently wasn't going to do that. And that's part A. And part B is what you do with that when it happens. What do you do? How do you handle your feelings about that? Because it was, you know, it was disappointing, of course, but I just think that that's what this is telling me. You're taking the time out to talk, or they're saying to do that, to assess how you handle conflict and competition and things that make you unhappy. Yep. Okay, anything else you want to say for Tanya, please? Oop, that came out quick. And there's two ways to read this. This can be the card of self-sabotage. But basically it means winning at all cost, ego and pride, to get to, let me turn it up right, to get to this happy, this is family, home, money, everything. This is the Ten of Pentacles. You know, this, the kids playing in the yard, the white picket fence, the whole thing. Now this is in the reverse. So I think it's saying, just take the lesson that was meant from you, excuse me, meant for you in this situation. Take the lesson. It might have turned your world upside down a little bit. It might have done that. I mean, for example, this is coming out of nowhere, I don't know, left field, but like if this was a roommate and you had an argument with them and now they've moved out, now what do you do, right? It turned your house. This basically is anything that can upset your feeling of happiness in your home. But the energy I'm getting off of this Five of Swords is more like an Eight of Swords, because I'm being drawn to this little guy in the back here. And it look, I mean, I don't see a cliff in this picture, but it sure looks like he's, you know, like a hang glider would dive off a cliff, but he didn't have a parachute. And it just feels like, well, actually what you can't see, and I'm almost out of daylight here. Yeah. All right, you're not going to be able to see this, but right down here, this blood underneath this person, it's like, I think you're feeling responsible. I think you're feeling, what did I do? I caused this. This is you feeling guilty. That's the bottom line I'm trying to get out here. I think you're feeling guilty about this. What's at the bottom of the deck? Yeah, this hurt. You're dashed. Your dreams are dashed. Things that you were looking forward to, perhaps experiencing with this person, or traveling with this person, or doing with this person. But you know, you had to make a choice, and you made the good one, and you did the honest and right thing. And if you didn't, and this is you, learn from it. Real simple. If that was you and you know what happened, I don't know who did what to whom here. Because we did talk about that Page of Pentacles. I think that was in yours. It said, you know, learn a lesson from it. Then, yeah, that could be if you did this, but you were that needy person, but that's not you. I didn't think so. Yeah, I think that I did. I knew that. Yeah. All right. You know, this just feels, Tanya, like just, sometimes things happen and we have no control over that, and we certainly don't have control over other people and what other people do, how they act, what they say. We have no control over that. We only have control about us and what our response is to what, you know, people do and think and how they act toward us. We can only control ourselves in that equation. So, move on. Think about the long term. Find balance for yourself. Put this behind you. Apparently it was just an illusion anyway. Now we'll say, one last thing I'm going to say before I go here. Sometimes this card, especially when it's in reverse, I'm led to talk about expectations. And Lord knows, if you have expectations, It just means you're human. We all do it. But be careful, because that's really where we get into trouble. We meet friends, and especially romantic partners and all kinds of things, that we assume because of our own expectations that that person's going to turn out to be this way, or that person's going to, you know, support me in this way, or that person's going to love me in this way, or that person's going to be a great friend and they're always going to be there for me. Whatever that expectation is, remember, that's you and what your belief about the situation is, not necessarily reality. So just watch your expectations, right? That's all it has to say. And then, of course, people will always show you who they are, right? If you give them enough rope. If you give them enough rope, they will either hang themselves with it or they'll lasso you with it in a good way. All right, Tanya, I hope that helps, sweetheart, and I wish you the best. That's a hard one to lose a friend. You know, even when they're not the best, it still creates a vacuum. I mean, excuse me, not a vacuum, a hole. Creates a hole, I know. Yeah. You just kind of feel like the rug's been pulled out a little bit. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Tanya, I hope that helps, honey. And again, I'm sorry for that happening to you, that had to happen. But I feel like universe was just balancing energy in your life, and apparently that person needed to move on. You needed to move on, whatever. And for all I know, that could change next week. You guys could kiss and make up, so to speak. I don't know. That's just what it's saying for right now. All righty, you are very welcome. All right, let me go back up here and check. You guys, again, thank you for hitting that like button. That's how you show your appreciation. Let me see. Where am I here? Baby Angel, you were next. Okay, Baby Angel asks, any new energies or influences are coming into my life by the end of this year? What deck for Baby Angel? Okay. Okay. Baby Angel, let's ask, please, any new energies or influences that are coming into your life by the end of this year? Show me, please, for Baby Angel. What? Any new energies or influences coming in? Ooh. Okay. Okay, that was quick. Yes, but it's going to take forever. Okay, we're done. Sorry. You know I'm not going to stop there, right? But yeah, it's just right now it's stopped. I mean, couldn't get slower. He's the slowest moving energy in the tarot, and when it's in reverse, it says it's at a complete stop. If this was love you're looking for anyway, I'm going to pull more cards though. All right, let's see. All right, change, that's good. Change is good. We like change. Oh, interesting. So this, Baby Angel, could mean this could mean a change in communication. I'm going to wait and get more cards, or it could mean you need to change how you're communicating. You know, all us readers, we always say that's also the spying card, but I'm not going there yet. All right, let me see what else. Whoop, that flipped out. Excuse me. Oh, shoot, I forgot to take my allergy medicine. That's why I started coughing so much. I'm dog sitting my grand dog. I have to double up on allergy medicine, and I haven't taken my evening dose yet, so apologies for the coughing. Huh. So you're looking for change, or this could be saying, again, you need to change, something to do with communication or messages about something or someone who's not surrendering. Could be have to do with love and or a choice. Could also have to do with a commitment. Let me keep pulling cards though. And I know you can't see them, but they're here. You gotta trust me, they're here. What else for baby angel? Ooh. That's good. You're done with conflict or competition. I mean, that's essentially what that card means in the reversal, like that. You're putting it down. Yep. I'm done with it, by God. I'm done with it. Whoa, did you see that one, how it popped out? That's funny, too, because this was at the bottom of the deck, and I didn't speak about this. It just didn't feel relevant at that moment. The Hierophant in reverse can mean so many things. It's underneath the Death card, though, which is the card of change, as we talked about. It can also be an ending. Okay, it can be. What are you doing up here? You're not supposed to be up here. Oh, Daisy. Oh, you know better. Sorry, y'all. She's not supposed to be up here because of allergies. Okay. Sit down. Sit down, baby. She's got to sniff everything because she doesn't come up here normally. This could be saying, I don't want to do things traditionally anymore. Like, this is typically you doing things in the traditional way. You know, this is often also called the card of commitment or marriage. So it could also be saying, I don't want conflict anymore. Maybe you're saying, I don't want to commit to something anymore. It could be something you either want to change that. See, I mean, this can be all over the ballpark because I don't know if you're asking about love or what you're asking about here, but this could be, I want change because there's no commitment, or I'm putting an end to something because there's no commitment, or maybe I'm changing how I feel about something being non-traditional. This can also, there's so many ways to read this. This can also be getting bad advice. Like, this is the guru in the upright, and in the reverse, it's bad advice. Maybe you're putting an end to somebody or something that's been giving you bad advice that's caused a conflict here for you. Yeah, I'm not putting any more energy, time or energy or effort into that. I'm not. So okay, it's something that disappointed you. Now, I'm saying my language is speaking about it as if it's already happened. It's just the way that I talk. But we ask the question, what's coming toward you before the end of the year? So let me pull a couple of more cards here. Yeah. Oh, she left. I'd pick her up, but she's about, I don't know, 70 pounds. She's a big girl. Okay, you're not asking for any area in particular. Okay. But you are leaving, I'm reading your comment, but you are leaving conflict in the past. Yay. I vote for that. I second it. What else, please, for baby angel? Whoa. All right. I feel like that one wanted to come out. Okay, I'm taking it. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Yep. Every time I'm letting go of toxins, I'm putting them down. Things that have held me back, restricted me, I'm putting them down. I am letting go. I don't want to hold on to that anymore. I am making choices. I'm learning my lessons about what I want to invest in, where I want to put my time and energy, Maybe even saying money. This could be about money. And this, love, something that's going to end. There's an ending here. Now this all day long is an ending. It's not like the death card where sometimes this can mean that, end to something, but most of the time it means change. This is an ending. This could be telling me you're ending a relationship. Or someone could be ending one with you, and I'm sorry to say that, sweetheart. I'm sorry. I hope not. But if that is happening, it's because it was toxic and it was time for you to be released from this. This would have been something that's holding you back anyway, that was toxic, that you're being released from, or you are doing the releasing. One or the other. It's putting down really heavy burdens. Making a choice about where you want to go and what you want, again, to invest in. I know I'm just repeating myself. Yep. What's at the bottom of the deck? This is something that, I'm reading this as if it's you, so you apply this. You might want to come back and watch this reading again as we get down the road, because I don't know what the time frame is. But it's something you're telling me that you've lost or will lose passion for. Again, don't know if this is a relationship, a job, a career, a friendship, a hobby. Yeah. Something that you don't feel passionate about anymore, because you know you have all the skills, all the resources and tools at your disposal. You're just not talking about it. Whatever this is, you're not talking about it. Or you can't see it. Again, I don't know if this is you that's going to initiate this or somebody else, but it is going to cause a tower. Tower is upheaval. It's things crumbling because they were never built on a solid foundation. Something that has not made you happy. Or again, if this is not you, oh yeah, there's going to be communication. You may be ending a relationship. That's what I'm saying, because this is going to hurt somebody. Somebody's going to get hurt here because they're saying, I don't want to invest in this anymore. Yep. I can only tell you what the cards tell me, and I'm sorry if that's not. Let me see what your comments have said here. The conflict and the past was a commitment or your love life. Okay, so you kind of knew what that was. All right. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll pull a few more cards, because sometimes tarot, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Oftentimes I find out that in these readings, it's like tarot, the spirits that that are orchestrating the cards might be engineers, because they want to give me every little detail of the backstory, oftentimes before they tell me where we are now and where we're going. Sometimes it works for me in these readings that way. So I don't know. You have to just, wherever it applies. So I'll ask again. Sit down, baby. It's dark here, and I forgot to turn any lights on for her downstairs. And she's, what's going on, Mama? Grammy? Anything else you want to say? Well, yeah, apparently. Okay. Well, one thing it could be saying is to watch your money. Now, this is called the Miser card. And I don't always get that it's about money, but I kind of feel like it is for you here. Be prudent. That's what I'm hearing for you. Be prudent, because you don't want to be overwhelmed. Tarot is so fascinating. I hope, well, it truly is fascinating. I have been doing readings for, I don't know, 30 plus years before I ever picked up tarot. And I am so amazed at it. It just blows my mind sometimes. I think this, again, we're back to whatever you may be putting down. Maybe you're just saying, I don't want to juggle this anymore, whatever this thing is that you're, something that's been overwhelming, and you're seeing the truth of it, and you're going to be cutting it out. But then there's something here that it's saying some kind of cycle is going to repeat. Some kind of a cycle is going to be repeating for you. That's going to cause you to question or not have clarity. This could have to do with a reconciliation, or it could just be saying an awakening, some kind of an awakening for you. You know, sometimes this could just be spiritually, speaking about a spiritual awakening, something you may be going through. And you sometimes when we go through a spiritual awakening, it can feel like deja vu. In other words, sometimes it feels like different person or different situation, but the same circumstances, the same lesson. And it just means we either need to repeat it so we learn. It's like peeling an onion. Let me put it that way. It's like peeling an onion. Sometimes that glare on my glasses has bothered me, so I'm trying to turn my head so it doesn't blind y'all. It has a feel like that to me. That maybe whatever this is, something that you are going to be repeating. Maybe you didn't get it clear the first time, or yeah. But now you're just, I don't know, it feels like a spiritual awakening, like you're waking up to something. You are having an awakening about something. And I'm harping on that because right beneath that is the hermit. This is, you know, the hermit goes into his cave. He goes in, he looks for inspiration, he pulls back from the world. I'm going to my cave. A cave, right? I'm looking for divine inspiration about a new beginning. Some kind of a new beginning. And this is great. So this is telling me before the end of the year, because that's what we asked about. You're going to be rethinking something. But I like that this queen is here. It tells me she's cutting things out that don't serve her anymore. Maybe she's saying because you don't want to repeat a cycle that you didn't have clarity about prior. Maybe some kind of cycle that you don't want to repeat, like a reconciliation of some kind. And that could be business too, or friendship or whatever. Because you've gotten more clarity about this. So now you can bring in this beautiful new opportunity. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Yep. Just be careful of who you take advice from. And if this was about love, spin this so if it was a love person, it would be saying somebody who didn't want to commit to you that made you unhappy. But, oh yeah, if I went there, it would be somebody maybe in a third party situation. But I don't see it that way. I feel like this is more just about you. Yeah. Can we, I know, but she's saying, I hope I've done my work in reflection. That's why you're asking about new energy. Agree, you're looking for inspiration and a new beginning. Well, it is coming. It really is. And I love that these cards are here. Looking for a new beginning is going to bring you, going inward is going to bring this. So Let's see. I was looking at the bottom of the deck, though. And so if this is not love, it could be saying this new beginning is going to be about, now this is not a person, you don't want a person. This could be saying something you love. Something that really fills your heart. It could be saying that. But either way, bottom line, something good, something tangible, something in the 3D plane is coming towards you. Yep. And you know, your comment about reflection. There's a saying, I'm sure you've heard, work is longer than life. So we can reflect all day long. Doesn't mean we're done with it. Because Spirit might have a different idea about that. Just saying. Just saying. So maybe reflect a little bit longer, baby angel. Be sure you got all the juice out of that lemon, right? You're being such a good girl, Daisy. Yeah, you're being such a good girl. All right, let me shuffle this and get a sip of water. I hope that helps, sweetheart. I hope that helps. But something good's coming. I love that Ace of Pentacles. That's tangible stuff. That's not airy-fairy. That's real 3D stuff. Some kind of a new offer of some kind. Okay, let me go back up here and let's catch up here. Oh, my regulars, I love y'all. Love is the trend and Playboy Bunny. Welcome, you guys. Thank you. You're always here. I love y'all to death. Welcome on this Saturday night. Tangible is good. Amen to that. Tangible is oh so good. But I would be remiss if I didn't always, because if you're here, if you're a regular, you know I always talk about the law of attraction and manifesting things. And so you had those swords you had, about one said the Queen of Swords, and one, then you had the Ace of Swords in reverse. That could be also giving you a message to watch what you're thinking about, because you're manifesting from your thoughts. So you need to get clear and have very clear thoughts. Get clear about what you want. Have clear thoughts so that you bring in that really good thing that you want. You bring in what you want, not what you don't want, so to speak. Anyway, that's just a last thought on that. You are very welcome. I hope that it helped. I hope that that's a big giant something you want. Something makes you happy. Okay, who else is here that wants a reading? I may have one more reading in me. My old cracky voice is giving out, but I think I got one more in me. Who else wants a reading here? Let me go all the way back down. Playboy Bunny. Hey, sweetheart. Okay, can you type your question in for me, please? Because if you put one, it's probably lost up there in the feed. And I'll wait till you do that before I pick your deck. Yes, you do remember. Every time, I mean, I don't say it to everybody, but I do get that a lot in my readings because it's just so true. I mean, and I love Abraham Hicks. Yeah. I just love how she explains it. So, yep, more of that. Okay, let's see. Playboy Bunny, how is Jonathan feeling about you? Okay, what deck, please, for Playboy Bunny? Oh, I about got them all tonight. I've been using, hang on one second. Been using them all tonight. Okay. All right, how is Jonathan feeling about Playboy Bunny tonight, please? And thank you. Show me, please. Show me clearly for Playboy Bunny. How is Jonathan feeling? Whoop, that came out. Ooh, 2. Well, expect communication. Weren't y'all on a break? I'm trying to remember. I can't remember to do too many readings to remember it all. Was it last weekend you asked me about your weekend, and I think it turned out you weren't necessarily going to have anything going on, and so maybe, I don't know, maybe you hadn't heard from him, whatever, doesn't matter. This means fast communication. Now this card, because it seems to be the card of the night, I certainly have been seeing it a lot tonight. The Seven of Pentacles could be timing. I want to see what this is. Hang on a minute. Yeah, if you've been on a break, that's about to end. Somebody's walking away from nothing happening here. That's anyway, but let me get more cards. Yes, you have been on a break? Okay. That's what it feels like. I'm going to try to get through this for you. Okay, yeah. Or maybe you mean, yes, that was last weekend's reading. What else for Playboy Bunny? How's Jonathan feeling? So if you haven't been communicating, he's thinking about it. He definitely wants to. Yeah. And I feel like he wants to talk about, or he's thinking about, maybe he's thinking about what to say, assessing if he wants to plant more seeds with you. That kind of could be. Let me get more cards though. How is Jonathan feeling about Playboy Bunny, please? If you guys haven't hit that like button, I would be so grateful. Please, please, and thank you. That one? Okay. Well, I know you're disappointed, but is this saying he is disappointed? You know, this is also in the traditional Rider-Waite. What's at the bottom? Yeah. Oh, this is maybe saying, okay, he's rethinking this. I don't want to get your hopes up, Playboy Bunny, but I'm trying to not get hiccups. Excuse me. Right there. I'm disappointed because he ghosted me. Yeah, that really did feel that here. Thank you for verifying that. Okay, so this very well could be you. No questions about it. You certainly are feeling this way. But we ask about him. That's why, because I could read this all day long. All these cards could speak about you, but I ask about him. So to me, in the traditional Rider-Waite, you'll see a hand coming in from nowhere with a cup in it, and this person is looking away from it. So in this artist's interpretation, she's looking away from this rainbow. Look, this cup has a rainbow coming out of it, and she's looking at these cups over here that are empty, right? I think this is your person thinking, gee, I might have turned my back on the best thing on that rainbow, and that was a really big missed opportunity for me. And maybe they don't want that cycle to end, but let me keep going. Let's see what else here. You know, of course, him thinking about it doesn't mean necessarily he's going to do anything about it, but this is a big action card for me. Let me keep going. Tell me more, please, about Jonathan and how Jonathan is feeling for Playboy Bunny. I hope my lighting is okay. I didn't think about how dark. I mean, I knew it was going to be close with the lighting, but it's pitch black dark here. Still holding back this one. I swear this feels more like you. I mean, the cards seem to be talking about you, but we ask about him because this is somebody who's holding back. They're, you know, in the upright it would be maybe somebody coming in offering you an apology, but nope, Not going to do it. I'm not going to do that. I'm not coming forth. I'm keeping my feelings to myself. It can also be somebody who's emotionally unavailable. But they know this hurt like hell, but in the reverse, this is saying, but I'm healing. I'm healing this. It sounds like we're talking about you, but I ask about him. Somebody from your past, or this is saying, you know, this is somebody you've had dealings with, which we already know. What else? What else? What else? What else? How else is Jonathan feeling? Ooh. Yeah, I'll bet. I'll bet he is. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. The Nine of Swords is somebody who's got anxiety, sleepless nights, staying up like Steve at Steve's Love Terror. Y'all have heard me say this before. I can't take credit for saying it, or I would, but it's such a cool thing. This is somebody pacing the kitchen at 2 in the morning with a bottle of whiskey. That's what he says. Uh-huh. I wanted all that attention, but you know what? Now I'm just, oh, Lord, I'm just all about, I kept all these secrets because I was so much in my ego. I mean, and there's that Ace of Pentacles in reverse again. So I missed this opportunity, but I'm going to come back and tell you what I was laughing about. Because I should have picked the red cup. I should have picked the red cup. And I didn't. I was out here sowing my oats. Those are options. I was talking to all those other cups here. Page of Wands. This is the player card. In and out. You know, I'm just out here having fun. Going for what makes me happy. But the underlying energy of all that is this. The truth is, I don't care what he's telling you. He's not happy. Interesting, and at the bottom of the deck, when I picked up the deck, is the Sun card. You thought that was going to make you happy. Mm-hmm. Yep, sounds like him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, don't get... Listen, I'm going to say this because I know how you feel. I've got this t-shirt. Just because I said that, because sometimes, you know, I read it like that, and I can't help but read. I don't always read this way, but this is very clear to me what's coming out here with these cards. But don't, some of us, I said us, when a reader says that about options and about out here exploring, you automatically picture, well, he's sleeping with every one of those women. And that's not necessarily what it means. Okay, let's reel it back in a minute, because I have a feeling you're thinking that. Reel it back in a minute. It may just mean, I don't want to settle down, but I want to talk to a few more people. And it could well mean every one of those gold cups he talks to, he keeps thinking, well, that's not a red cup. Well, I'm going to talk to this one. Well, that doesn't feel like the red cup. Well, what about this one over here? Nope. That is nothing near that red cup. That red cup's really the special one here. All of these other ones are the same, but that red one is different. So bear that in mind. Bear that in mind. Cyclone, hello. Am I pronouncing that right? Cyclone, is that how I pronounce it? Welcome, welcome. So I'm just saying, I think he's still out here doing this, okay, thinking he's making himself happy. And maybe he is, okay, maybe he is. Sorry, my family's texting in again. But behind closed doors, this is what's happening. Yeah. Yeah. All right, anything else for Playboy Bunny? One more card, please, for Playboy Bunny. One more card, please. I did pronounce it cyclone. Thank you. Okay, let me see. One more, please, for Playboy Bunny. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, I think we got two. That came out sideways. Okay. I know you've been here enough. You've heard me talk about when cards come out sideways. I know that. So, both of these came out sideways. The Two of Wands. It means I'm making plans. I'm making a choice. I've made the choice. Sideways means, I haven't made up my mind yet. I'm thinking about it, but I haven't made up my mind yet. What haven't I made up my mind? Whether I want to fight for this anymore. This is the Wounded Warrior. Just like I talked about a minute ago. This card's come out, I think, every reading now. And in this deck, it comes across to me a little differently. The Wounded Warrior typically means I've got one more fight in me. All of these have been past fights. Every one of these represents a battle. But I still got one good fight. One more fight. I can fight the good fight one more time. Of course, in the verse, it's saying, no, I can't do that anymore. I don't have any more fight left in me. Sideways, I'm not decided yet. Do I? I don't know. I don't know if I've got one more fight left in me. Because I need to have, this is, now you just heard me talk in the previous reading because you were here, talk about awakening and the Judgment card. Two meanings because of the way these cards fell out. I'm not sure. Spirit may be saying, you need to wake the hell up. You need to wake up. We're going to send this person an awakening so they can see the truth and cut through all of this BS, which is deceit and whatever. So they can probably move on to a genuine love offer and put all this ridiculous conflict behind them and find out what truly makes them happy. Now, hang on. Let me go back because there's another way to read that. Now, I don't want to get your hopes up, but this can also mean reconciliation. So I want to throw that out there. To be perfectly honest, it doesn't feel like he's ready. I really think he's thinking about it, but I don't think he's ready. Even though that may be what this card is saying. He's thinking about it. I have to read what the energy feels to me, not just the cards. And the energy feels to me like he's 9.5 wands there, but he's not at number 10 where you put them down. I hope that makes sense. But he may be thinking about it. He may be thinking, I just need to come clean and I need to cut out. I need to cut out all this bull back here that was deceitful and make amends for this and come and apologize. Come and apologize for this conflict and me putting this person in competition with other people because I really do care about them. But I don't want to get your hopes up because honestly, I take these cards seriously when they fall like that. I hope that made sense. Yes, he's Casanova. Yep. I know, honey. I have fallen in love with one too. God, I hate that. I hate it for myself. I hate it that I'm in love with one too. I'm saying that right here on public YouTube. Yes, it's true. That's why I can relate to every bit of this, because guess what? I'm in love with one of those too. Oh, God help us. And he's done this as long as I've known him. Yeah, amen. I know, mine too. Although, well, as far as I know, it was only with one other person, but still. That didn't make my heart feel any better, you know. This is where I stayed for a long time. Yep, doesn't make your heart feel any better. I don't care if it's 1 or 20. Well, okay, that's just me. Y'all can sound off on that, but it's still the same. So Playboy Bunny, I'm sorry, honey. I could read these cards and give you hope, but I'm just going to tell you the truth of it is I think he's not there yet. He's very, very close. I can tell you that. Now, how long it's going to take him to get to that ninth one, that I cannot tell you. You know, this could change tomorrow. It could change in a month, or it might never change. He might die that way. I don't know. I don't know. But the fact that this is in the reverse is a good sign. Because this often tells me, because we ask about him and his energy, you know, he's probably, if I know psychology, and I do know a little bit about psychology, he's probably in this behavior because somebody did this to him. And this is his way of healing that broken heart. Well, I'm not going to commit to anybody. I'm going to just be out here and play the field, and I'm going to just do my thing and have fun, and I'm never going to get hurt that bad again. So that's probably his way of trying to heal his own hurt. That's how I feel about that. Casanova attracts many. Oh, they do, and they're so smooth talking. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Okay. I hope that was helpful, darling. I'm sorry, like I said, I can't give you better news than that, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I don't think he's ready. I think he's close. If you want him, you know, I'm just letting you know that. But it's like I always say, if you want him back, get on with your life. Don't wait for him, but keep the door open if you want him. All I can tell you. But don't wait. Just got to keep the door open if you're interested. That's all I can tell you. Is that right, Daisy? She's looking at me saying, it's really time for me to go out now, Grandma. One more? Okay. Oops. Okay. All right. Let me see. Anything else I need to... Breakups lead to breaking hearts every time. Somebody gets hurt. That's so true. You know, I always refer back to that saying from the Jerry Maguire movie when he goes away and then he comes back and he's making all this speech about it when she says, you had me at hello and all that good stuff. But the line I'm referring to is, you complete me. That is the most unhealthy psychological perspective there can be in a relationship. Don't ever let anybody else complete you. Don't ever look to anyone else to complete you. You need to be whole in yourself first and foremost, because then you're not projecting your expectations on another person. You're not looking on anybody else outside of you to make you happy. Therefore, they can't disappoint you. They can have disappointing behavior. I'm not saying you don't get hurt because of how they act. But when we expect others to act in a certain way to make us happy, that will never happen, because even if that person does it for 5 minutes, the next person's going to show up and not. You can't do that. You've got to make yourself happy first. And then, guess what? Law of attraction says then you attract other people that are equally happy with themselves. And that is where a good, healthy relationship will land. That is that. That's how I feel about that. Yep. Okay, guys. Well, I appreciate so much you being here. My dog is giving me the stink eye. My granddog is giving me the stink eye. She's so funny. She's on her belly and her front paws are stretched out. And she's a big dog. And it's like every time I look at her, she does this little, moves her paws 3 inches closer and then 3 inches closer. And then Grammy, can you please take me out? Oh, Lord, let's see. What did you say, Cy Clown? You want me to pull it? I'm not sure I understood your question. Self-love is the key. Oh, goodness. And that's true about anything you want. If you're so focused on the thing you don't have, You cannot attract the thing you want. Law of attraction, law of manifestation, it's the way that it works. No, it's just, we only live in a law of attraction universe. Plain and simple. Law of attraction. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to go because my voice is getting more and more cracky by the minute. Well, that's human nature, isn't it, Cyclone? That's exactly what I'm talking about. The human nature. Sorry. We don't intend to look for that missing piece that we have in ourselves in other people. We don't intend that. 99 out of 100 times we're doing it subconsciously. It's not our conscious intention to do that. But that law of attraction says, this is the piece we need to heal. So let me bring you someone who will show that to you. Let me bring you the perfect person who's going to show you what you need most to work on. Is it your self-worth? You know, is it how you value your own self? Let me bring this person who's going to show you that. That's how it works every time. Yeah. Oh, she's right up here on me now. I wish I could pick you up and show them your beautiful face, but I can't. You're too heavy. Yeah, she's saying, okay. She inched all the way up here now. She's about coming up on my stool. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to go take her out now. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you. And I'll see y'all again soon whenever I can. Love y'all. Be safe. Wishing you many blessings. Y'all take care. Bye.